Welcome back, guys, to Minecraft. This is the Build It channel, and currently today we're building our next house in the series of multiple different houses. That little time lapse beforehand was this construction process. The music behind in the background is from is the continuing video that or music stuff we've gotten from in the past. Just so you're aware. Link in the description below as well. And today what we're going to do is we're actually going to furnish this house at some point. And I was trying to build a much smaller, much more compact house to do both construction and to be able to showcase the building inside. So what we've got here is a very compact beachfront house, modernistic beachfront house with a front door leading down to here, leading down over to the stairs with this little cubby area. I kind of had to cut in here and make huge stairs, which I didn't really want to do, but we're going to use it to our advantage to begin with. And this is going to be the bedroom down here with outside views. Make sure nothing's down there. Outside views out right about here. These little holes are just for a little bit more light to get through the building, so we have less need for light. This is going to be the kitchen area up here, the kitchenette. And as you saw, I opened this little hole up. I was thinking about putting the another stairwell through here. However, I'm thinking I'm just going to leave this as skylight, just for a little bit more light back here. And there's going to be basically this is the walk space, so unfortunately it's going to be huge, but this is where the kitchenette's going to be, and this is where the dining room's going to be, and down here is where the sitting room's going to be, and then the bedroom's going to be back here. And we're going to try to make it so there's unobstructed views. There's a little porch area out here too. We got to build a few little walls. I'm going to clean that up real quick. And grab this. Try to clean this area up a little bit so it just looks more natural and stuff like that. So this is the house from the front real quick. As you can see, this area is a little bit larger than this area. When I was building it, I was like, oh, that's too high, and that's 3 high, so it's not too bad, but I would strongly suggest if you're going to go with a roof height, don't do this unless you're willing to cover it up or try to make it look realistic, because it's quite difficult to do so. So what we need to do real quick is, I know there is a combination of blocks right here, a little bit different, and there's this little stairwell, but this is going to be the bedroom area, and it's going to be an open floor plan. So we're going to leave this little wall, and this is going to be the closet, bathroom thingamajig, and we need to put some light. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to put some light down here, and we're going to do this in a very unique way. We're going to open that down there, open that up, and the light source is going to be right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut that away. away. I'll put a little block right there, and this is how we're going to build the light source. So let's go to I keep on hitting G. Let's get our black blocks that are going to be our windows too as well, and we're going to get our light source. I believe it's going to be this bright light. It's a sea lantern. Just trying to find it. I don't usually look for sea lantern blocks. There it is. And we're going to cover that up, because we're not going to be using that for this build. So as you can see, all this light, but you got this massive hole right here. So we're going to cover this up with that, and then we're going to take this glass block right here, and we're going to build it up to here and up to here and right there, And now you can step on this right here. You can kind of see through it, but it kind of blends in a little bit better. Uh, we could also put the glass right there and do that. And you'll see some of the wall behind there. You could also just dig this out real quick. And what we need to do real quick is we need to clean this up. I believe that's outside, so yeah, we want it to look not unique, but we want everything to look similar. So we're gonna break these down and we're gonna build this up. You don't have to do it this way, but this is an idea, and you can also do it with other blocks as well. So as you can see, that's the grass block. We're not gonna build any higher than that. Yeah, we're not gonna build any higher than that. So build it up to about there. Like concrete, like concrete, like concrete, like concrete. And we're gonna get out over here, and as you can see, it doesn't look too different. We could even cover this up a little bit right here with some grass. And I'll just have to take some grass down to about here. And there, it looks no different. We didn't change much, but now we have a light. We have one sea lantern block light right here with this glass going all the way up through the entire building. So now there's light when it's dark outside, and that the skylight's not bringing light in. Also, the skylight brings light in over here, so you could actually, if it was a real world construction, you could have a light where it's just glass going up, and you could turn it off and have the skylight feed into this, go down below. Here's a good example of it. So as you can see, the source is right there, so we would break it down. Let's break these real quick and break that. As you can see, it's bright from the light outside. Just a proof of concept real quick, and then build that up. And we just have this little cubby right here. We could either build something like that, or what we're going to do is, since this is going to be the closet area, we're going to build some shelves. We're going to build what amounts to what we could consider shelves. We could build shelves. Actually, what I'm going to do, since this is such a tight area, I believe the standard block will be fine. So let's go to E real quick, and let's get a chest. We're going to put a chest in here. The reason why we're putting a chest in here is just because it serves the purpose, and as you can see, you can still open up the top. So in Minecraft it works, and in real life this is where you would put your storage. And then this is the bedroom over here. So the bed is going to have to sit right here. So we got a little bit of room for a bed. We can actually expand this a little bit if we wanted to. And these pillars are actually a good indicator of where we are. So I can dig up to about here, and I know for a fact that none of this is going to be seen. This will be seen, so we'll have to close that off. Unless we want to add another window. And it's just little things like this. So we're going to open this up a little bit more. And I apologize about the lag, but it's just due to limitations of my computer and Minecraft. So we're going to build a new wall, subterranean wall right here, because we're expanding this out by 1 so we can have a larger bed. And it doesn't look so cramped in here. Remember, you can always modify your design. It's not set in stone. In the real world, it's a little bit more set in stone, but in Minecraft, it's not so much. So you can build the structure and be none the wiser, and you have more space right here. So we could also turn this into the kitchenette and have that as the bedroom. However, I don't like entrances into bedrooms, so we're not going to do that. This is going to stay the bedroom. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the shelving unit, and just make sure it doesn't interfere over here with this little doorway. We'll build up to about there. And the bed, since we're not actually going to sleep in this, but it's just for show type of thing, we can make it a floating bed. And this will be the bed area right here. So as you can see, I can hop up here, So yeah, let's put an actual bed in here. Let's go with gray, light gray. I like my grays. So that's our bed right there. And what we could also do is we could tear this down. We could tear all this down. In fact, this is what we're going to do. We're going to tear this down and we're going to redo this a little bit so you can see the bed. As you can see, it looks a lot better this way, but it needs a headrest. And you just build up to about there. And you have more closet space, as you can see. Can I delete this? No, I can't. And it's a little bit claustrophobic over there, but you get more space, and the light comes out to here. And this is the living room over here. So now we need a dividing wall for the living room that doesn't break up the views. So we're going to do a dividing wall up to about here. And boom, we have a dividing wall. So it doesn't break up the views as much. You just have to kind of pretend like it doesn't totally break up the views. But if you stand right here, you can totally see the views from the bedroom from the back, and it hides the bedroom, which is very important if this is going to be the living room area, the living area. So this is the living area right here. We're going to make this. We're going to do something with this later on, but I want to put the couch, or what will be our version of a couch right here. So we're going to go with the quartz stairs. Stairs, excuse me. I'm kind of getting a cold, so. And there's the quartz stairs underneath this overhang, so it's kind of hidden. So if it rains, and then a little view like that. And then we could either leave this open, or we could do a couple other things with it as well. But I'm gonna leave it open for now, just because I like how it looks. But you could put like a dining room table right there if you wanted to, or whatever. And we're gonna fill in our skylights with this black stained glass, which doesn't, if it was in the real world, it would temper the light and would make it darker in the house, but in Minecraft it doesn't really do that as much, as far as I know. And if it does, let me know. But as far as I know, it doesn't. So the kitchenette needs to be right here, and the reason why it needs to be right here is because it's not a cantilever. So in a regular house, there would be pipes going up through here. And we can't build the kitchenette right here, so we have to build it right here. This is where the dining room is going to be. So let's get to work on that. So we got a couple new blocks because of the update. We've got a chest. We've got a crafting table. We've got farmland, but we've got a furnace. We've got a jukebox box. There's a few other ones around here. I've seen them. Got a barrel, we've got a loom, we've got a blast furnace, we've got a cartography table, we've got a fletching table, we've got a grindstone, and a smithing table. So we can use all of these. We're going to use a barrel too. And what we're going to use with the barrel is we're going to make our kitchenette. So this is the cabinetry right here. That's going to be the cabinetry. Mind the little piggy over there. We don't care about him current moment. We're not that hungry. And boom, our kitchenette is finished. Now, before the update, you didn't have this, and since you can see this from the outside, what you can do is fill in this area. This was a mistake. So, yeah, that's what a barrel is. And then we build out to about here, and we're gonna make it a little bit wider. It'll change up the look of the house slightly, but that's so we can build this little wall right here. So we got this little slit right here. Modernist slit. So the kitchen still has light. There's this modernist slit right there, and then what we can do is we can add a little extra to the sides of the construction, just to get back the old look that we had that I kind of liked, so personally. So now we get that little tier look again that made the building look unique in the first place. And then we're going to put the glass right there, so there's some glass. And you could put up glass right here, but since there's no sliding glass doors or anything like that in the game, I'm not going to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to not go to that. We're going to go to oak fencing, and we're going to make our table. This is more of a... let's see what darker fencing looks like, in fact, because we're trying to keep this as modernistic as possible. You could also, let's do this, a floating table. So since we're going to have chairs around it, you don't really need to show where it's being held up too much. So let's go get those, get that again. Get these again, the quartz stairs. And I know it's not as realistic as I would like, but there's a table, and you don't really see that. It doesn't look like it's floating in midair, but that is the table right there. And then you can add chairs if you wanted to, which actually let's do that. Let's add this. So there's backings behind the chairs. And it looks kind of better. The doorknobs are obviously in the way, but it's a way to make it look interesting. And then, since this is a cantilever and we could fall off, we've got to build a way to make sure nobody falls off. So our favorite type of glass again, and we're going to build out to about here. We can break that down. In fact, what we'll do is we don't actually want the doors because it gets rid of the look and the appeal of the house, and can't really build these glass walls essentially. And we accidentally broke a block, so we get to fix that real quick. And boom. We could also extend this cantilever a little bit, but I'm not going to do that too much. So let's go real quick and find a door again. Be that door again. Because we need to put a door on this house right here. And what we're going to do is put right here. We're going to make a little roof compass type of thing that we were building in this house over here. We built in that house over there. So that way there's still light coming in and you feel like you're covered from the sun. And this one will close. So that way there's light coming in, but yeah, natural breeze. We got our door right here. And then the rest of the plan is going to be open. You could even put these right here if we wanted to. So there was a way to open up for air ventilation. But since the house is so airy, we don't need to do that. We'll just leave it as is. And then what you could also do if you really want to, and I really want to in this case, just so there's more green space or more space for people to sit and enjoy life. So you can build out to about here. and you get this little bit more of green space and space for light to come in. That's going to be the rain shield. And this can be a fire pit. Once we get it relatively close to what we're looking for. So right about here and here. And then we're looking for nether rack. That's another block. And the reason why we're looking for this, if you don't really know too much about Minecraft, is to make a fireplace that burns forever. It's something weird about netherrack, but that's how it is. And there, we have a fireplace, and it just made everything look so much cozier and so much nicer. So anyway, that is the modern build of the week. This has been the Build It channel. Again, I don't have a username right now. We can get rid of this right here. You have a white. Choose it in the comments below, but if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, let me know, and think about subscribing to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you, and have a nice day.